And here we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to NIP TV. And well, this is going to be an awesome night. It's myself, Milosh the Medic, and I'm joined, well, let's say that it's the one and only Kyanad. What's up, Kyle?
It's so tough to sort of climb that steep hill if you don't win that pistol, if you don't build such a small barrier, even if it is 4 rounds, because Virtus.Pro, such a strong team, one of the best teams in the world. And I'm sorry, we look at these players on an individual level, we compare them, even though Cuban, isn't Pasha, I still can only see one winner. And one of the main reasons why Train is such a good map for Virtus.Pro is because tactically, they're brilliant when it comes to more set-piece orientated maps, where they do a lot of homework on their smokes, a lot of homework on their Molotovs that you mentioned earlier on, and that's why they're so strong on Mirage. Mirage is all about being able to execute those set pieces on the T side, and Train is the exact same. So
exactly. And
again,
this is why
I'm
these
gonna call 2-0.
Yeah. There's no way around it. Orbit definitely do need, as you were saying, to not only take the favorable side, but as well start off strong on the pistols. And well, they do pick up the knife now. I hope that was actually live. Pasha did connect to the server. So there we go. We're going to have the coaches on each side. Cuban moving to the coach slot. And well, 5 versus 5. There we go. Pasha, Snacks, Taz, Bialy, Neo. I mean, the Golden 5-1. And Farmer Nay, Zen, Dead Fox, and Flash. And let's start this one off. Well, of course, Virtus.Pro on that T side. Orbit on CT. And for some reason, I can't actually get those informations. Nope.
So Dead Fox just playing behind the bomb train. He's going to nail Snacks in the face. Quickly traded by Bialy as the Virtus.Pro make their way towards this outer bomb site. Pasha, he's only just joined the server, but he's warmed up, gets 2 frags. Bialy leaves a Rosie bleeding internally with only 1 HP. But that nade, oh my god, Bialy's actually going to go down, and now Pasha needs to clutch.
He's going to be moving around the site. He's so low on health. Zen is moving around with that USB in hand. And Flashy playing a very close angle now. He gets the final reload. Oh my god, he could have actually gotten that shot. And Pasha will save the day. Wow. He was on deathmatch right before this game, actually. And I think it helped him out fantastically now. Getting those 2 final kills and securing the round. The pistol for VP. It's coming down to the fact that this team is just so fantastic on that T side, and Orbit failing to get the pistol. It's not going to help them out at all.
Thing is, Team Orbit, 2 versus 1, even though Rosie had only 1 HP, no way should they have lost that round. They should have pushed Pasha together, 1 from each side. Pasha was low on HP. They should have been able to win it. What's nice now from Team Orbit is that they're pushing Virtus.Pro. They're trying to get up close and personal with these pistols, and well, it's working a charm right now. Flashy not with 1, but a double, and Virtus.Pro find themselves a man down. Bialy comes in from Ivy, and he's just going to go in search of these last few Hungarians. This is easier said than done now for Team Orbit. Bialy gets his 2nd of the round. And with Zen with this AK-47, who knows? If he can make this into a 1 versus 1, which he will be able to, then this round might be on for the Hungarians.
But look at Neo. He's at 100 health. He's coming right above the train, and he should be able to catch off Zen. There we go. That was a bit of an awkward cringe, but picks up the AK and moves wrong. And Kai, I'm going to ask you a quick question about the spec stuff, because I actually have no idea how to turn this back on. The actual player stats health thing. Which button is it bound to? Remember?
I think it's G.
There we go.
It's G.
You saved the day.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good job, Milosh.
Yes!
Good job,
this is why I shouldn't be messing with my keyboard too much. I think myself of like a pro StarCraft Korean, but when I actually start looking at the keyboard, I'm like, what is this? What is this? I'm not used to this stuff. Of course, if you see my picture, I'm obviously Korean, obviously a pro gamer, Kappa.
But yeah, anyways, very, very good round from Team Orbit that last round. I think they'll be disappointed they didn't manage to win it in the end. I think it was Taz who went down at the start of the round. Very, very adventurous, pushing out of that new side connector. And I don't even think he traded a frag. He just straight up gave away his AK-47. But it just goes to show that you can't afford to be complacent against your opponents, particularly after winning the pistol round, because you lose that 2nd round, the momentum quickly changes. And Virtus.Pro We see Pasha with the Mac 10 and Snacks with only CZ75. But I think that this firepower should see them into a 3-0 lead because, of course, Team Orbit won't be able to buy up armor this round, and they're gonna get mowed down basically.
Exactly.
Not much they can
Flashy do. Farmer rotating around. They're in connector. That's the thing. You don't have any armor. You can't really take the actual bullets from the rifles, especially. It's just too much to really handle. Farmer sitting back with the USB, and he knows there's not a hope. And well, there we go. He's trying to get some shots on a Pasha, but still though unable to return fire. And that's the thing with no armor, can't return that kind of shots at range. And VP. Very, very good 3-0 off the start. Now, I don't know if this is an actual statistic that exists somewhere, but I want to know how many times, if...
really think of someone. But anyways, forget Cloud9 and get right to Cloud9 and whatnot. It finally seems like we're going live. Hallelujah! 3-0 to the plow. And, well, it seems like the tank finally has a bit of diesel in it, and they're finally moving.
Yeah, hopefully a bit more than just diesel at this point with the 3-0. Again, we're the 3 M4A4s, 2 M4A1Ss. And these smokes are being expended. This is the thing now with Team Orbit holding off train, not really having a lot of grenades. But here's the entry from Taz, getting refragged very quickly by Dead Fox. But look at Pasha, look at Bialy. They're trying to make their way through Ivy, and here's the frag on a Dead Fox. Zen won't be able to get the smoke down to try to block off some... information from Pazza as Bialy pushing through. Now this is the thing, T's now have control of the back of the sites itself, and Bialy still moving in. He's looking for Zen. Zen is going to peek, gets taken down, and 2 players left versus 2 on the VP side. Now make that versus 1. Flashy all on his own, rotating from CT.
Yeah, the main issue for Virtus.Pro is that they actually lost bomb, but Neo came down all the way towards the ladder room, picked it up and managed to get a frag as well, but Arosi has gone completely unnoticed. But Bialy, he pulled off that 90-degree turn and caught Arosi before Arosi even had a chance to pull his trigger. And Virtus.Pro now marching into a 4-0 lead. And Team Orbit, they lost a pistol, obviously lost the next 2 rounds, and they've lost the first gun round. And Virtus.Pro starting to build a bank on this T side and building up on the scoreboard too. Looking healthy for them right now. When you're on the T side of train, you're not really expecting more than 6 or so rounds. So the fact that they've got 4 already is awesome for the Poles.
Obviously, and well, nicely done there. Nays going fairly aggressive there, and Pop Duck has got Farmer as well, and he gets the second. Zen in the middle drops the bomb, and Snacks finds himself all on his own with the op in hand. He gets 1 frag, but immediately shut down. He actually hit only 1. Yeah, he was shot 1 before it, so it was still in the kill feed.
I thought it was a double for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, how the hell did he get a double? Because he just had a player jumping straight towards him. But yeah, you can tell it's been a long night already.
Yep.
After that massive, I think we waited around 45 minutes for the team to sort out their internet.
Well, hopefully no more waiting. That op in the AK actually picked up by Team Orbit at the end of the round is going to help them a lot. Again, Train, one of the maps that you can still go double op, maybe even triple op. I've seen that before, though it was Team Simple back then. But, you know, they're known for a bit of shenanigans. No, Dead Fox, Zen grabbing a couple of their own. Bialy will get 1, but look at Dead. He's putting that picked up op to the works. Neo, Taz on left. Alive. Taz getting the taps, he's missing the shots. Dead Fox refragging. Man, this guy is on fire right now. Flash down from Neo, he's making his way into the train yard. Picks up 1 on Dead Fox. He still has the bomb in hand, does have a chance, but he's going to be up in a 1 versus 1, and Farmer, well, he's going to rape the seeds. Well done.
Yeah, good play from Virtus.Pro, especially 2 rounds ago where they found themselves on the eco, managed to win that first gun round. Finally giving them a bit of momentum to build on. Virtus.Pro had a chance to break that economy again that last round, but weren't able to win it in the end, leaving Neo in a clutch situation. Pretty much some of them running straight out towards that A-bomb site all alone, getting a little bit complacent. And finally, on this more expensive CT side, the Hungarians have managed to build up a bit of bank. They'll be looking to try and keep their distance and play this really passive. They'll know that Virtus.Pro, despite being 2 rounds up, will most likely only be on pistol. So I'm really interested in seeing what Virtus.Pro opt to do here. I think they're just going to wait for these smokes to disappear and try and up the tempo and push straight out to this A bomb site.
Dead Fox trying to stop them right in their tracks. Here's the first, Zen with the second, and that is a perfect flash to come down in. And that's a quick cleanup. Holy wow, that's Virtus.Pro completely taken down. It's the smokes themselves that were shutting him, you know, not really giving them any information. Plus that pop flash and then moving in 2 players into the site. Pretty much just getting extra kills to pad those stats. But VP will go for a max out rifle buy and a decent amount of grenades to function on train.
Yeah, ideally Virtus.Pro just wanted to try and hit that outer A bomb site and brute force a bomb plant to give themselves a bit of money, but oh my god, look at this, Zen going so aggressive all the way down side alley, but he realises that Virtus.Pro players are nearby. He does have to fall back and get a bit more passive. Virtus.Pro not looking to rush things, just taking their time, spreading out, trying to feel out the map and figure out how the CTs are setting up.
You see Zen still watching Ivy. As you were saying, with a minute 10 left, they still have more than enough time to actually sit back and wait around, scout in, get some information before actually making a push. And we've seen it before, you know, almost happening, but here we go. Repeat pushing Pasha on his own by Ivy. And Zen unable to capitalize on it though. Pasha taking a lot of damage. On the other hand, it Snacks with a second frag. Dead Fox still with the op. He's rotating in from CT as Nay able to grab on a Pasha, and Dead Fox is missing the headshot. As Neo grabs one on Nay. This is perfect for VP in a 4 vs 2 with a bomb planted.
Yeah, Neo, he's going to try and control the ladder room. He knows that one of these CTs might jump down that ladder. It is going to be flashy. He's going to grab a kill. The question at hand is he going to continue on this junction and try and retake that bomb site? He does end up falling, and Taz will jump out and pick up that AWP as well. Great round from Virtus.Pro, and credit where it's due to Pasha for him to get that opening frag over towards the side alley. What he did was he put a smoke just off the left-hand wall to bounce towards the right-hand side, which basically shut off the right-hand side as soon as you come out of alley towards the bomb site, and then that allowed him to isolate the CT who's playing on the left, and credit where it's due to him winning that battle with the AK-47. Fortunately though, Team Orbit, because they won 2 rounds in a row, they are going to be able to still buy up. We've got Dead Fox with the AWP, so let's see whether he can do something with it. But Zen already the first casualty of the round over towards Ali, and I think Pasha might be on the verge of getting another one. He does confirm that, even though Nay got a frag of his own, but Flashy is on the rotation over from B and will catch off Pasha, and it's 3 on 3. It's still anyone's round.
Yeah, but at this point, Virtus.Pro have to wonder, what are we doing wrong? Nay peeking in and trying to find someone. He does hear the footstep right above. Taz is actually trying to rotate the bomb onto that B side. There's an extra frag on a Bialy, and last is Taz, and he's desperately looking for a bomb plant here. Would be something for them. He goes down, shoots on a pop dog. Still trying to make his way. He grabs Farmer, but he's unable to get the final shot. And there we go. The crossfire is a bit too much to handle. And finally, Team Orbit, they're starting to pick up momentum. And this is what they've been needing the entire game. That start from VP was so well executed. But still, on round 10 now starting up, VP on 5 rounds. They're 1 or 2 rounds away from that sweet spot. You know, having those 6-7 rounds helps out so much. And again, playing on the second half on that CT side is definitely going to be in their advantage. But so far,
yeah, realistically speaking though, CTs don't really want to go into their T side with anything less than 10-5. So let's see whether Team Orbit are going to be able to mount one heck of a comeback. At the moment, they're only up against unarmored opponents, and as we'd expect, this round's looking quite comfortable for them. Dead Fox. Oh no!
Pasha
across the map. Credit where it's due to Pasha, but the Farmer is going to get his third for a hat trick, and Nay just from behind him will finish off the final Virtus.Pro man, and it's all even at 5-all, but still on train. Slight advantage still to Virtus.Pro.
Well, a buy finally from VP, and this is the thing. At this point, they haven't been able to get bomb plants down, which, as you can tell, is affecting their grenade play. And this does mean that they don't have really much grenades to play with, a lot of smokes, there we go. They've already expended everything except for a single flash, but this means that we're going to have a quick push on the B side. Bomb is being fired across. Pasha playing very aggressively, watching the connector side. He does get a frag on an A, and here's the second, very low on health. Zen peeking back from CT, gets the headshot onto Pasha. And here is the second from Dead Fox. Snacks trying to spray down as well as Taz, and they both get a frag, but Dead Fox all on his own. He's trying to make this round as expensive as possible. Again, that CT side does have a decent chunk of bank. That VP will take the round. Nicely done to make it 6-5.
Yep, and that's Virtus.Pro for you. When you give them too much breathing space, when you're not playing an aggressive CT side, and you allow them to set up and throw those smokes over, particularly as now you can throw a smoke over from the white halls towards the CT area into that inner bomb site, it makes it incredibly tough now for the CTs to be able to hold it, a lot more than the map in 1.6 and Source. Dead Fox, though, is going to get the first frag of the round for Team Orbit. But yeah, Team Orbit, they've got to play more aggressive for me over towards this B bomb site. You cannot allow a team like Virtus.Pro to set up. But what's worrying here is that the farmer might go unnoticed because Virtus.Pro, they've thrown all their eggs in one basket. All 4 players towards a B bomb site. And Team Orbit are going to start going aggressive and they're going to start gathering information. There he goes, unnoticed. He sprays one down, but Neo comes in from the heavens, from upper, to return a frag. Great awareness from Bayali, but he's going to peek away at the wrong time, but it's going to kill Flashy nonetheless. But still, the Poles need to be careful. A Team Orbit player is flanking from behind.
The farmer looking for the shots. Bialy is spotted, taken down, and now it's all on to the Pasha. And he does get one. Yes, he does get the headshot on the second. At this point, he knows he's up against too much firepower, as Zen will be switching out for the M4. Grenade coming down to soften up the target, equalizing it, but Pasha will eventually fall. Well done from Zen, keeping the cool in such a stressful situation. And we'll tie it up 6-6 with a nice defuse. But VP getting 4 kills, getting a bomb plant, not too shabby of a round again. But at this point, there will be 4 spying. This is all because of the fact that they were able to do so much damage to Team Orbit, but both teams are on a very, very pivotal round here. Team Orbit, they don't have any cash. Team VP, they don't have a lot of cash themselves, and both really do want to capitalize on this round, which is a fairly important one in the end of this first half.
Yep, here we go. This is typical Virtus.Pro. They get the bomb plant and they're looking to continuously apply the pressure onto their opponents, trying to up the tempo, trying to utilize that Tech 9 and the few Desert Eagles they've got. It's nice to see the Deagle starting to get a bit more use, like back in the 1.6 and Source days, but Zen, he's already hit the ground, and Patch's going to be looking for another frag, but it's going to be the AWPer for Team Orbit to get the next one. Neo comes in with the 1 Deag. Taz as well has got a Deagle frag, but it's going to be Flashy and the Farmer holding onto this outer bomb site together, and it is going to leave Snacks with 50 seconds on the clock, all by himself. Pops out, nails the Farmer in the face, and our Virtus.Pro going to seriously win this round. If there's any player who wanted to live in this sort of situation for Virtus.Pro, it was always going to be Snacks. Flashy spots him. He's only got 4 more bullets left in that M4, though. Snacks is going to pick up the AK, wrap around him, and just about win the round. That one went straight down to the wire. But fair play to Virtus.Pro.
Those double Ds going into the site itself are just beautiful to watch. And obviously now VP are able to max back up. Op picked up in the end of the round, as you saw there, by Snacks. And Orbit will be on the eco, pulling out these 4 P250s, just trying to shoot through that armor. And Pasha shooting some deagles there to try and scare off the opponents. But Zen, he goes fairly aggressive, gets the first kill. And Pasha now fairly low on health. He's down to 6. He's taken down. That's 2 kills. And make it 3. This is turning into a fantastic round for Team Orbit. Making it a full eco, though. Dead Fox with the AK in hand. He does get fragged by Neo at range. Here the second on to Nay. And last is obviously Flashy rotating back on the B site. But the bomb, my friend, is on the other side of the map.
I feel like even if Orbit were to lose this round, which they most likely will, they'll be relatively happy with dropping 3 out of 5 Virtus.Pro players. With the bomb so planted out in the open, it allowed Neo to go to a much more distanced position, and here we go. the best Team Orbit can really hope for here is 8-7. And for me, regardless of whether it finishes 9-6 or 8-7, losing the CT half is just not acceptable, regardless of the fact that your opponent's the Virtus.Pro. When you play games like this, you've got to try and forget who your opponents are and just focus on playing your own game. And for me, they've just not been good enough, and they've got to win their T-pistol and capitalise on the next 2 rounds if they're going to stand a chance of winning this up against a very, very strong Virtus.Pro CT side.
This is not starting off too well. Snacks picking up the P90. He is able to spray down Dead Fox. Here's the second frag. The op from Neo. And now Farmer, Flashy, and Zen pushing back on the site. They want to deny this. Zen with 1, but Pasha Taz, quick succession. Flashy's going to be the last to fall. Well done. VP to make it 9-6. And this is pretty darn good. We're talking about it before. If you're playing on that CT side, having anything less than 10-5 is a bit of a bad side
10-5 in your favor.
Yeah, obviously 10-5 in your favor, because of the CT-sided, geometry of Train itself. But 6-9, not starting off too well. Again, if Team Orbit play the pistol on that T side, able to take it and capitalize on it to make it 9-9, it will serve them perfectly. But it's half kind of. It was really, even though we were saying, oh, Team Orbit, they really like to play with set pieces, and they really need to in this situation to have an edge. VP, we saw that with Pasha a couple times with the smokes that he was bouncing off, really using the geometry of the map itself to his advantage, which is a bit something I wasn't really expecting that point.
Yeah, so as I said earlier on, for me, Team Orbit have to win this pistol round, and that's going to be a nice start from Flashy. Somehow Snacks managed to make his way in towards the ladder room and actually climb into the White Halls, but Dead Fox is going to be leading the charge with this block. He's going to take off the face of Mr. Biceps himself, but Neo could go massive. He's been dinked down to 8 HP. Flashy will finish him off. And Milosh, it seems like, well, there's the confirmation that the pistol round for the second half is going to be Hungarian. Come on, Team Orbit, it's 9-7 now. Make it 9-9 and win the first gun round. Let's see something. Give us something to scream and shout about. This is what we came to see.
Is this going to turn into a tie between Orbit and VP? I think this will shut us both up, especially you, though. Since it's basically, well, VP, they're going to get, easy to...
Oh, don't get me wrong, VP is still going to win.
But so far, it's really been difficult, and now, with Team Orbit pushing through, the SMGs in hand, Farmer getting the first, he's spraying. Wait, itself gets the second, Flashy with another. Spraying out for more. Pasha, though, able to hit with a deagle. Bialy, Pasha left alive, and, well, this should be a quick round. Bialy left alive, and he's... Okay, it's not over just yet. He's up behind them, he's spraying down. Actually, I didn't even see that player, but that was a team kill from Dead Fox on a Nay. Nicely done.
See, that's the Virtus.Pro in action there.
They make you kill your own teammates.
Yeah, the mind games. That's how scared Team Orbit are of Virtus.Pro right now.
Well,
it's just being stared at, across the land hall by Pasha. You start shivering, you can't help it.
It turns into Mom's spaghetti fairly quick. Yep, there's
here we go. Neo keeping a distance with that USPS. Nice usage of nade from Zen as well, and this is nice from Team Orbit, sticking together as a unit. They don't want to sort of split up and give away any of these weapons, and unfortunately, Virtus.Pro not even able to get any kills. And this is it. This is the all-important gun round. It's 9-9, ladies and gents. It's even Steven. Milosh, who do you think is going to win this first gun round of the second half?
Well, to be honest, I think Team Orbit are gathering up the momentum. They do have these AKs in hands, and it will come down to how will you zone out VP, because if you want to push for that A side, as we were saying before, you want to get that entry frag as the T side. You want to have that man advantage to get on the sites itself. You can send one unit to grab some information. That's exactly what they're doing with Nay. Still trying to get a crack at that B site. This Taz spamming through with the M4, not finding anything. They send out Dead Fox, and actually a nice flash here being used to take down Snacks. So entry frag in the hands of Team Orbit, and they have to exploit this to get on the sites itself. And I guess we will be seeing a commitment on the A site.
The pop flash in towards that side connect to allow his teammate to push in and get the information, but Neo going big, rotating round straight through that connects to between the two bomb sites and gets a double, and at 3 versus 2 in favour of Team Orbit. This is still more than doable for the CTs, especially if Taz keeps on getting frags like this. It's 2-on-2. The bomb has been dropped slap bang on top of this A bomb site, and the time's ticking. Orbit need to get a move on and try and plant it.
And here's Taz getting the frag. Is going to make it as difficult as possible. Zen is all on his own. He's going up. He's trying to spray through, but no. Pasha stops him dead in his tracks. That's a bit of a pun because this map is called Train, and it makes it 3-1. Well, 3-1 in the second half. Obviously, a total of 9-10. VP leading, but Orbit with a plant in the previous round will be able to max out on AKs again. Snack's actually going for max 7.
Yeah, even though Virtus.Pro won that round, they were low on money in the first place, and they invested so heavily into that last round. They lost 3 out of 5 players, and it was always going to be tough. But wow, Snack straight up nails Boston, manages to frag him. Flashy returns it. Bomb still safe for the terrorists here as frags are exchanged left, right, and centre. Zen saw that pop flash coming in, expected someone to be peeking up that ladder towards this upper B area. And he predicted perfectly, and now Team Orbit are going to march towards this B bomb site, look to plant the bomb, but the CTs, well, they're hot on their tails, especially Pasha as he gets a frag onto the farmer, and now Zen in this 3 versus 1. Can he make it a 1 versus 1? He can! In the blink of an eye, getting 2 frags, and the bomb has been planted out in the open. Bayali fakes the defuse. Is Zen going to peek? He is, but Zen knows it's going to be a fake, and now it's a battle of wits between the 2 players, and Zen will 3 versus 1. Fantastic play from the Team Orbit man. And Virtus.Pro, when you finally win that first round on the CT, your round loss bonus is reset if you don't win 1 in a row. You find your money down the drain, and now Virtus.Pro forced back onto these pistols, and it's hurting. And Team Orbit, great round from Zen.
Obviously here, but look at that. Even on the pistols, full P250s. Well, Taz still with the Deagle in hand. Get some shots out. It lands the headshot on a Zen. Deadfox was finally one of his own, but look at the rotate from behind. Deadfox takes on 1, and Bialy for the cleanup. They actually take the round, and they're able to pick up an AK. And VP capitalizing on it to make an extra point. This is back and forth, and to be honest, nobody really expected this. We did not expect this. Team Orbit playing a fantastic T side, but as soon as they get something in the bank, they're set back, and VP now with an op in hand on Neo. AK 2M4s and N1S versus Glocks and P250s. I think this should be a quick cleanup for VP. Well, look at the stack up. They're all going to be going through Ivy right now. Here's the spray. Bialy gets down 3. Pasha with another. And last is Zen to fall. Well done. And VP make it a quick cleanup. Well done.
Yeah, not really difficult up against unarmored opponents. And this is where Team Orbit need to shine. They win this this round pretty cleanly. Financially, it'll be very tough for Virtus.Pro. They probably will mount a force buy of some sort if they do end up losing this one, but this is it. It's coming down to the nitty-gritty, Milosh. This is where every single round counts when it's so close like this. You still can't help but sort of favour Virtus.Pro because on paper they are the better side, and this is their map pick. And well, if Snaps keeps getting smoke shots like that, then who knows whether Virtus.Pro can switch things in their favour. Bialy with the headshot onto Deadfox. Pasha, his right-hand man, just looking to back him up. Spots someone making his way out of that little ladder room. And I think he knows that someone's going to be hiding near the electric box as well. And Team Orbit just running out towards that A-bomb site one by one from different angles. But the Virtus.Pro lads rotated. They knew there was nothing heading towards that B-bomb site. And they cleaned it up with ease. And this is Virtus.Pro really when they're at the best, when they've got a lot of firepower to work with, a lot of defensive smokes on the CT side, and a lot of Molotovs. They love utilising their Molotovs on the CT side, and proof of that is the fact that 5 of them bought a Molotov each that round. And on a map with so many choke points like Train, you'd expect it to work very well for them. And
Taz. Almost had the shot there, but here's the thing. He spotted the bomb carrier, so this is perfect. Getting the frag here, Neo. Grenade coming down. This should shut him down. No, it comes a meter away from the actual site itself. A frag from Dead Fox, but he's to rotate. Last is Fox, and he's going to fall. But Orbit grabbing these 2 kills, getting the bomb plant. They're going to have a decent bank to play with in the next round. That's pretty much the entire point of this round for Team Orbit, and let's see if the Magyars can actually exploit this side. Again, VP starting to pick up the momentum on the CT side. They don't have any cash issues anymore. They're buying for one another. They're ready to go, and the op now is set in hand. Let's see what Orbit they're going to be. Oh, actually, wow, Neo is going for an auto sniper with snacks with the op. This is very interesting here. Which angles are they going to hold for? And there we go. They spotted the players going onto the side, and here's the first frag from Neo.
Yeah, it's not really surprising. I mean, I mentioned it earlier on. Train's one of those maps with so many long-distance encounters that it's really not surprising to see teams buy up the auto sniper and AWP, and I think that confirms it. Virtus.Pro must have ended up winning 16-10. Either the admins or the players changed the map far too quickly. Apologies about this, guys.